This is the story of Denzel, a typical 10-year-old boy in Zimbabwe whose life is similar to many of his peers. He is the godsend of his mother and the pride of his father, but somehow their love leaves him feeling confused, alone, and fearful of the world around him. As a top student in the class and a rising sportsman on the field, he experiences the social pressure to be the perfect son to his father, who has zero tolerance for weakness. His love is brutal.
You're telling me that you allow yourself to be bullied by girls? Girls? Huh? Yeah? I can just imagine what you're going to say. You're a big boy, somebody. Unombatire chinyarara. Akakanisa kuti sei. Ndozvo munenge muchidzidza mwana pana paizvozvo. Huh? Chii chaanenge achiita? If I hear this again, I promise you I will do even worse than what I've done.
Afraid to speak about his daily troubles, afraid to disappoint his father. But no one could understand his unspeakable loneliness and the weight of his father's words. What was more puzzling to him was how everyone around him thought this was normal and right.
So you were beaten by your father because you are being bullied by girls?
Yes, sir.
Are you a sissy?
No, sir.
But why do you let girls beat you up? Don't you play rugby?
I do, sir.
Is rugby played by sissies?
No.
So why do you let girls do that to you?
We don't want sissies in that school team. Otherwise, I'll pull you out of that school team.
His headmaster confirmed the very words of his father with impeccable accuracy. Maybe he was too soft for the world around him. Maybe he needed to be strong to be seen and to be heard. Maybe he needed to take his place by asserting himself with his fist.
You're very lucky because I can't find my shambok. I was going to work hard on you better than your father did, okay? I don't want boys who behave like that. You must show that you're a boy. Take your position. Now go and do the right thing. Stand up for yourself.
Years went by and Denzel grew up in strength and resounding success. He was loved by all around him, especially his parents, who were careful to guide him along the path of good old-fashioned African values, the tried and tested societal rulebook of what it means to be a man in Zimbabwe.
We are gathered today to witness the solemnization in holy matrimony of the two lovebirds, Patience and Denzel.
This is Denzel today on his wedding, a wonderful celebration of two hearts being joined in holy matrimony. His parents are there and are super proud.
Yes, I do.
Their son has done well and has grown up to be the man they always knew he would be, or so they thought. On this joyous day, meticulously planned and prepared for them, his mind was lost in thought. Now that the love of his life was in front of him,
Yes, I do.
he thought of how his father belittled his mother and made her his doormat. He remembered the days he was bullied and told to stand up for himself with his might. He reminisced the times he had to embrace the beatings he received from his father with his heavy-handedness, being the mouthpiece of society.
I vow to cherish and honor you, never use my strength to harm or control you. I promise to be your partner in building a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding.
Beautiful. To you, Patience, powerful promise. Can you also make a pledge of your vow towards your husband?
I promise to always support and uplift you, never to belittle or diminish your spirit. I vow to create a safe and nurturing environment for our love to grow.
Your vows in unison?
We promise to stand against any form of violence or abuse in our marriage and to always strive to create a home filled with love, kindness, and compassion.
On that not, ladies and gentlemen, allow me, as the minister of the gospel, standing on behalf of the government and on behalf of our Almighty Lord, to declare that the two of you are now husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Their carefully worded vows were an affront to his father, who thought this was an opportunity for his son to declare his dominance as the head of the newly formed family. But he was determined to get the message across. After all, Denzel was his son.
Chiregai ndingoti gaga tiite sei tienderere mberi inini sababa wako handina mashoko akawanda unozvinzwisisa asi ndinoda kuti zvawapinda musvitsa tsvene kudai waita chinhu chakanaka zvandinoda kuti uteerere semashoko mwanangu ndichekuti mukadzi ndiye anenge ari pasi pako. Kana kuri kunzi imari iri kuchengetwa mumba, iwe ndiwe samusha, iwe ndiwe baba. Kana mukadzi achinge atadza haikona kutya kudisciplina. Kana iro shoko raMwari haikona kuti imi haikona kuti anyararai. Kana iro shoko raMwari rinotaura kuti zvoni munhu kana achinge atadza ngaarangwe shamu kumusana. Handitika teerera zvandikuta imi mama imimika mungadai mabva panapa chamuri kuda panapa chii. Ndiri kurayira mwana wangu mukadzi ngaadisciplinwe kana achinge atadza. Uri kunzwa mwanangu? Asi wandidadisa.
Alright mwanangu, pedzako basa tiri pano.
Iwewe kana ndichitaura ndakakuudza kuti haikona kuda kupindira panyaya dzangu nemwana wangu. Unopindira papi iwewe?
Domestic violence is a cancer that ravages society through its subtle origins. Discipline, correction, and love have been used for decades to conceal violence and to rubber stamp cultural norms that diminish the dignity and worth of women and children in society. Both men and women suffer in silence at the hands of their spouses, parents, guardians, peers, seniors, and leaders who embrace violence as the panacea to all social issues. It's time to pull the rug on these norms and practices that make domestic violence a normalized reality in Zimbabwe. From awareness to action.